Hey everybody, welcome back to GWN. I am Noctaire, your host. Continuing on with our matchmaking series, talking about some Builder Hall 5 mismatches here. This first one is against a Builder Hall 6, and as you look at the base, you'll notice a couple things right away. First of all, it has 2 layers of junk buildings on the top and the bottom with a cannon on either one. In the case of the top, a double cannon, that are kind of blocking my way in. Lots of high hit point structures in the storages, and at the bottom of the lab, the top has a clock tower. It's going to take me a few seconds to, chew through these. So as I look at this base, and I realize I don't quite have the meat to take this base down as a Builder Hall 6, versus my Builder Hall 5 troops, I decided to go with archers and minions. And a little bit different composition. I took a few more archers so that I could clear that bottom really well. See, the beta minions can take out the town hall or the builder hall, but in order to do that, they're going to have no real defense to deal with. And at the top, I've got the air bombs, so that's out. At the bottom, I have the roaster and the 2 firecrackers, but all of them are right along the edge where I can reach them with my sneaky archers, and that's exactly what I do. So the primary role of the sneaky archer in this particular attack was to clear the path. I wanted them to go in and take out all those buildings in the front of the builder hall so that I would be able to reach up and hit the builder hall using my beta minions. Once all those defenses and the junk buildings are gone, I now have a clear shot into the base and can drop my battle machine to bust through the walls. Now the reason I'm able to do that is because the closest building, using the rule of 3, the closest building to where I drop the battle machine is going to be either the crusher, the builder hall, or the multi-mortar. In this case, I was a little off to the right, so it ended up being the crusher. Now, this is an anti-barb base, which means that ain't nothing on the ground going to be getting to that builder hall with any ease because it's surrounded by 4 walls. They're going to go to everything else all the way around it. But that's okay. Beta minions don't care about walls. So the beta minions go in and they start taking stuff down. We lose a couple along the way because they kind of spread out a bit, but we have 1 beta minion left that's able to focus on the builder hall. And because of the flaw in the base design, the way those air bombs are up above the builder hall, another space because there's a gap courtesy of that wall, there's nothing that can touch the beta minion as he does his thing. After that, I've got a few leftover troops, some sneaky archers and another beta minion. I just drop them in, see if I can't collect a few extra percentage points. When all is said and done, this ends up being, was this one a 74? I think it was. Yeah, well, I think we need to speed this up a little bit at the end. I hope we do. There's only 12 seconds left. But yeah, this is a 74% 2-star Builder Hall 5 versus Builder Hall 6 with Builder Hall 5 troops, level 10 troops. And my opponent pulled a 42% 0-star. So it's another win against a higher level opponent. Next one. This is Builder Hall 6 as well. This base, I kind of went back and forth on how to do this one. But in the end, I decided just to try a mass beta minion. And this is why it's important to have multiple attack strats, because if you corner yourself with just one attack strategy, you're going to have a problem with a lot of bases that are specifically designed to stop that attack strategy. In this particular case, this Builder Hall 6 does not have his roaster, so he's a relatively early Builder Hall 6, which makes it a little bit easier to take him down. And I can just send in a mass beta minion at the top, and then pick up a few extra percentage points down at the bottom using my battle machine. He'll take out, I think it's 4 buildings before he finally gets taken down himself. And that's all it takes. I mean, that's more than enough to get me a 59% 2-star on this particular attack. And my opponent pulled a 36% 0-star. So I was able to win. In a lot of these underdog matches, if you can pull a mid to high 50s to 60s 2-star, you're going to be able to win a lot of them. Now, like I said in my earlier video, I win fully 50% or better of all the underdog matches that I fight. And on these 2 bases, my Builder Hall 4 and my Builder Hall 5 game, both of them see almost exclusively one level above where they're at. So my 4 is always seeing 5, my 5 is always 6. In this particular game, I have a 7 that I go up against. He doesn't have his giant cannon yet, but it's still a Builder Hall 7 with all the extra buildings, and that makes it a lot more difficult to take down because I've only got just so many troops. Now I decided to try a mass sneaky archer. At Builder Hall 5, the sneaky archer really came into its own, and even though it was later nerfed and we lost some of that cloak time, it's still a force to be reckoned with if you can wield it well. And I've gotten pretty good at it. I'm not nearly as good at Builder Hall 8 yet. I really wish I could do it this well at Builder Hall 8. But at Builder Hall 5, I've been able to do quite a lot with the sneaky archer. And it's a long, drawn-out, and just patience-trying kind of attack strategy. You got to have a lot of patience for this attack, and I don't. And you'll see that here at the end of this this attack when I drop my last few sneaky archers just a little bit too soon, and I get a bit of a clutch win because the battle machine is able to actually take down the Builder Hall. What would have been better is if I had waited on the sneaky archers until the battle machine was in front of them, and then dropped them down to slow the attack. Well, the direction of the troops as the multi-mortar hits that battle machine. He ended up taking out my sneaky archers in the process. But it all comes out okay in the end, and I walk away with a 56% 2-star. And on this one, my opponent pulled, what did he get? A 49% 0-star. So another win against a stronger base, in this case a Builder Hall 7 versus my Builder Hall 5. So there you have it. 3 more replays. And again, be sure to try. Do the analysis on the base. Figure out a way to take it down. Most of these bases do have flaws. And if you do that, I guarantee you're going to win at least half, if not better, of your attacks. Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. If you got any comments or questions, drop them down below or send them to nocterra@gmail.com. Love hearing from everybody. And I will catch you on the next video. Take care. Keep on clashing. Bye-bye.